The morning sun was just beginning to peek through the trees at West Grove Wildlife Sanctuary when Jack Miller made the discovery that would change human history forever. He sat cross-legged in the observation area, watching a group of gray wolves through his binoculars while taking notes for his research. Something felt different that morning. The wolves weren't behaving like they usually did. Instead of avoiding his observation post like most days, they kept looking directly at him. The alpha wolf, an old male with a scared ear, seemed particularly interested. "I wish I knew what you were thinking," Jack muttered to himself, lowering his binoculars. To his complete shock, he heard a response, not in words exactly, but in clear thoughts and feelings that weren't his own. Asterisk curious. Different human. Listens. Asterisk. Jack nearly fell backwards. He blinked hard and shook his head, convinced he was hallucinating from too many early mornings and too much coffee. But when he looked back at the wolf, the sensation returned. Asterisk not afraid. Want to understand. Different from others. Asterisk. "This is impossible," Jack whispered, his hand shaking as he reached for his notebook. The wolf pack was now sitting in a semicircle, all of them focusing intently on him. He could sense different voices from each of them, some curious, some cautious, but none hostile. Over the next few hours, Jack learned more about wolf behavior than he had in his entire career. The wolves shared their thoughts about hunting patterns, pack dynamics, and their territories. They explained how they viewed humans, mostly as noisy creatures who stumble through their lands without awareness. When Jack finally returned to the sanctuary's research center, his colleague Tom looked up from his computer. "You look like you've seen a ghost." "Better," Jack replied, his voice trembling with excitement. "I talked to them, Tom. The wolves, they talked to me." Tom laughed. "Maybe you should take a day off, buddy. Too much sun out there." But Jack was already pulling up files on his computer, searching through historical records and folklore. As he dug deeper, a pattern emerged. Throughout history, there were countless stories of people who could communicate with animals, from ancient shamans to modern-day animal behaviorists. Most were dismissed as crazy or attention-seeking, but Jack now saw them differently. He spent the next week testing his theory. The ability wasn't limited to wolves. He could communicate with the sanctuary's rescued eagles, the deer that roamed the grounds, and even the mice that sometimes snuck into the research center. Each species had its own way of thinking, its own perspective on the world. The rabbits shared their constant awareness of danger and their joy in finding fresh spring grass. The eagles showed him how they read wind patterns and spotted prey from miles away. Even the ants demonstrated their complex social structure and tireless work ethic. When Jack presented his findings at the monthly staff meeting, he faced exactly what he expected: disbelief and concern. "Jack," the sanctuary director said gently, "I think you're overworked. Take some time off. Rest." "I can prove it," Jack insisted. "The ability is there in all of us. We just never learn to use it. We've been so busy trying to make animals understand us that we never truly try to understand them." That afternoon, as Jack sat dejectedly at his desk, a small sparrow landed on his windowsill. Asterisk others will learn, asterisk it shared. Asterisk humans forgot how to listen. You remember now. More will remember, asterisk. Jack smiled. The sparrow was right. He didn't need the scientific community's approval right away. The truth would reveal itself in time. What mattered was that for the first time in modern history, a human had rediscovered our species' lost ability to truly communicate with Earth's other inhabitants. As he looked out over the sanctuary grounds, he could sense the thoughts and feelings of countless creatures, all going about their lives. Humanity had never been alone on this planet. We had just forgotten how to be part of its greater community. The real work was just beginning. 6 months after Jack's discovery at the wildlife sanctuary, the world changed forever. The massive alien ship appeared without warning, settling into orbit around Earth like a dark cloud blocking the stars. Military bases worldwide went on high alert, But the first message from the visitors was peaceful, or at least it seemed that way. "We come to study your world," the aliens broadcast globally. "We are the Watchers, observers of developing civilizations." What they didn't broadcast was their true name, the Harvesters, or their real purpose. Their scout ships landed in remote areas across the planet, cloaked from human detection, but they couldn't hide from every eye on Earth. At the West Grove Wildlife Sanctuary, Jack was drinking his morning coffee when a red-tailed hawk landed urgently on his windowsill. Asterisk metal birds. Asterisk it projected frantically. Asterisk not natural. Hidden in our forest. Watching. Dangerous asterisk. Jack sat up straight. "Can you show me where?" The hawk led him deep into the forest. As they approached a clearing, Jack heard the thoughts of dozens of animals all at once. Deer warning about strange smells, foxes reporting odd movements, even earthworms sensing unusual vibrations in the ground. Then he saw it. The air seemed to shimmer like heat waves rising from hot pavement, but this shimmer was in the shape of a smooth oval craft about the size of a small house. "Impossible," a voice said behind him. Jack spun around to find 3 tall, gray-skinned figures in sleek suits staring at him. Their large eyes blinked in surprise. "How did you find this location?" one demanded. "Our cloaking technology is perfect." Jack stayed calm, even as he felt the forest's creatures gathering around him. "Hidden, but ready," the animals told me. The aliens looked at each other in what seemed like confusion. "Impossible," the leader repeated. "Primary species never communicate with lesser beings. It is the universal constant we have observed across 50 worlds." A squirrel darted down a nearby tree, stopping on a branch at eye level with the aliens. "Asterisk want me to steal their shiny things." Asterisk it asked Jack. "Asterisk in good at taking shiny things, asterisk." Jack had to suppress a smile. "No thank you, friend," he replied out loud, watching the aliens' expressions change from confusion to shock. "This cannot be," the third alien said, pulling out a device. "Our studies show Earth's animals are primitive, useful only as tools and weapons once properly controlled." Now Jack understood. "That's why you're really here, isn't it? You're not observers, you're invaders, and on other worlds, you somehow turn the animals against their own people." The leader stepped forward. "It has always worked. We study a world's creatures, implant our control devices, and then use them to subdue the dominant species. No civilization has ever stood against their own world's wildlife turned against them." A wolf howled in the distance, and Jack felt the message clearly. Asterisk more humans coming. Metal birds lifting off everywhere. They run asterisk. "Your ships are being spotted all over the world," Jack told them. "Did you really think you could hide from billions of eyes? Every bird in the sky, every creature in the forests and oceans, they're all watching, and they're all talking to us." The aliens retreated toward their ship. "This changes everything," the leader said. "We must report this anomaly. This world is different." As their ship lifted off, shimmering out of sight, Jack felt the thoughts of countless animals around him. Proud, protective, and determined. Humanity had just survived its first alien encounter, not through advanced technology or military might, but through something much older, our forgotten connection to Earth's other children. That evening, as Jack filed his report about the encounter, a small mouse sat on his desk. Asterisk we will help watch asterisk it promised. Asterisk all of us. No one hides from little eyes in dark places asterisk. Jack smiled. The aliens would be back, he was sure, but they would find that on Earth, humans were never alone. We had billions of allies, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, all working together to protect our shared home. 2 weeks after the alien encounter in the forest, Jack found himself in a top-secret military meeting. Generals and scientists from around the world sat around a large table, all eyes fixed on him as he explained humanity's rediscovered ability to communicate with animals. I know it sounds impossible, Jack said, but we've confirmed that the aliens have hidden bases worldwide. Our animal friends have been our eyes and ears. A stern-faced general leaned forward. Mr. Miller, you expect us to believe that birds and squirrels are now our intelligence network. Before Jack could answer, a pigeon landed on the windowsill. The guards reached for their weapons, but Jack raised his hand. Asterisk big metal nest under city, asterisk the pigeon shared. Asterisk many gray skins going in and out. Underground, near the old train tunnels asterisk. Jack relayed the message. The general's face went pale. They had detected strange energy readings in that exact location but couldn't find the source. That's not all, Jack continued. The whales have reported alien structures deep in the oceans. The ants have mapped underground bases. Even the bats are tracking their ships at night. A scientist raised her hand. But how can we trust these? Communications. Animals don't understand military strategy. Jack smiled. They understand more than you think. Every creature knows its territory and notices when something's wrong. A rat knows every inch of the sewers. A hawk sees everything in its hunting grounds. They might not know what a laser weapon is, but they know when something doesn't belong. As if to prove his point, a soft tap came at the window. A small brown owl perched there, its eyes bright with urgency. Asterisk movement in forest asterisk it projected. Asterisk strange lights. Many gray skins gathering asterisk. After Jack translated, the room burst into action. Satellite images soon confirmed it. The aliens were assembling some kind of device in a remote forest clearing. They're building something big, a technician reported. But our sensors can't penetrate their cloaking field. We don't need to, Jack replied. The forest will tell us everything. Over the next few hours, reports came in from all kinds of creatures. Deer noted the aliens' patrol patterns. Rabbits counted their numbers by tracking footsteps. Moths described the strange lights their equipment gave off at night. But the most important warning came from an unexpected source. A colony of ants living near the alien device. Asterisk wrong vibrations. Asterisk, they told Jack. Asterisk like before big earth shake. Machine goes deep. Hurts the ground asterisk. Jack's eyes widened as he understood. They're building some kind of earthquake machine. They're going to try to destabilize our cities. The general immediately ordered evacuation plans for major cities. Thanks to the ants' warning, they had time to prepare. That evening, as military forces mobilized worldwide, Jack stood on the roof of the command center. A crow landed beside him. Asterisk more coming asterisk it warned. Asterisk sky full of hidden ships. Big as clouds asterisk. I know, Jack replied. But now we're ready for them. Thanks to all of you. The crow puffed up proudly. Asterisk we protect our home too. Grayskins think they're clever with their hiding magic, but can't hide from all eyes. Can't hide from creatures of Earth asterisk. Jack watched the sunset, knowing that somewhere up there, the alien ships were gathering. But Earth's greatest strength wasn't in weapons or technology. It was in the billions of loyal allies who watched every corner of the planet. In the air, on land, and under the sea. The aliens thought they had found a primitive world they could easily conquer. Instead, they had discovered a planet where every living thing worked together, where even the smallest creature could be a hero. And soon, they would learn just how powerful that unity could be. The aliens launched their first major attack at midnight. Their ships appeared above major cities worldwide, dropping small devices that glowed with an eerie green light. These were meant to take control of Earth's animals, turning them against humanity. But things didn't go as the aliens planned. In New York City, a group of pigeons watched the devices fall. Instead of being controlled by them, they simply picked them up and dropped them into the ocean. In Tokyo, rats carried the devices into the sewers and buried them in concrete. In London, foxes dug holes and covered them with leaves, tricking alien soldiers into falling into their own traps. At the military command center, Jack couldn't help but smile as reports came in from around the world. "The aliens don't understand," he told the general. "Their control devices work on other worlds because those animals are just being forced to obey. Earth's animals are choosing to help us." A squirrel darted into the room through a vent, carrying a piece of alien technology in its mouth. It dropped the small metal object on Jack's desk. "Asterisk found in tree," Asterisk, it explained. Asterisk makes bad noise. Hurts ears. Broke it for you, Asterisk. The scientists were amazed. The squirrel had destroyed a complex alien communication device simply by chewing through exactly the right wires. Outside, the resistance was growing stronger. Bees and wasps formed squadrons, attacking alien sensors with perfect precision. Spiders spun webs across alien security lasers, blocking their signals. Even earthworms helped by softening the ground under alien equipment, making it sink and malfunction. In the oceans, whales and dolphins worked together to create massive waves, disrupting alien ships trying to build underwater bases. Schools of fish confused alien sonar, while octopi snuck into their submarines and disabled their controls. "Sir," a young soldier rushed in. "The aliens are trying to use their earthquake machine." But they had forgotten about the ants. Millions of them had been quietly weakening the soil around the machine's foundation. When the aliens activated it, the whole thing tilted and fell apart. The alien commander's voice boomed across the sky. "This is impossible. Our technology is superior. Your primitive world cannot resist us." A wolf howled in response, and Jack felt its message clearly. "Asterisk, Earth is not yours to take." Asterisk. More animals joined in, birds singing, cats yowling, dogs barking, all sending the same message. The sound grew until it was like a voice from the planet itself. Back at the command center, Jack watched screens showing alien ships retreating from cities worldwide. Their careful plans had been ruined by the very creatures they thought they could control. A mouse poked its head out of a wall crack. "Asterisk, we did good." Asterisk, it asked. "You all did amazing," Jack replied. The mouse puffed up with pride. "Asterisk, tell humans." Asterisk, it squeaked. Asterisk, tell them we fight for home too. Asterisk. The general, who had been watching this exchange, shook his head in wonder. "I never thought I'd say this, but we're winning this war thanks to squirrels and pigeons. And mice and ants and spiders," Jack added. "Every creature on Earth is fighting in its own way. The aliens thought they could turn nature against us, but they didn't realize, on Earth, nature works with us." That evening, as alien ships retreated to their main fleet in orbit, Jack stood in the sanctuary where it all began. The old wolf with the scared ear sat beside him, watching the sky. "Asterisk, they will try again." Asterisk, the wolf warned. "I know," Jack replied, "but we'll be ready. All of us together." The wolf's response carried the wisdom of countless generations. Asterisk, together. That is why humans are different. That is why Earth is strong. Asterisk. Above them, stars twinkled peacefully, and Earth's creatures prepared for whatever would come next. The aliens had wanted a war against humanity. Instead, they had picked a fight with an entire planet. The alien commander stood before his fleet's council, trying to explain their continued failure to conquer Earth. The massive screen behind him showed scenes from around the planet. A group of dolphins guiding human submarines safely through minefields, eagles leading rescue teams to trapped soldiers, and even tiny hummingbirds helping to disable alien sensor arrays. "We don't understand," he admitted. "On every other world, our control devices work perfectly. But here," he gestured to a new image of a bear carefully carrying an injured human soldier to safety. "Here, the animals actively choose to help them." Back on Earth, Jack was witnessing this truth firsthand. He stood at the edge of a cliff, watching as a flock of seagulls practiced dropping small rocks onto targets below. They were preparing to disable alien equipment. A young gull missed its target and looked embarrassed. "Asterisk, sorry." Asterisk, it projected. Asterisk will do better next time, asterisk. That's okay, Jack encouraged. Keep practicing. Every little bit helps. A nearby dolphin surfaced, spraying water from its blowhole. Asterisk found another hidden ship, asterisk, it announced proudly. Asterisk, big one, deep underwater. Want us to show you, asterisk. The aliens, watching through their cloaked observation posts, couldn't believe what they were seeing. Their scientists had assured them that no species could form such complex cooperation with other creatures. It went against everything they had learned in their conquests of other worlds. In their own bases, their biocontrol devices sat useless. The sophisticated technology that had helped them conquer 50 other worlds meant nothing here. Earth's animals couldn't be forced to turn against humans because they had something stronger than any technology. Trust built over thousands of years. At a military briefing, Jack explained this to the world's leaders. The aliens keep failing because they don't understand what makes Earth special, he said. They think animals are just tools to be controlled. But here, we've lived alongside these creatures for our entire history. We've grown together, learned together, and now we're fighting together. A small cat jumped onto the briefing table, making several generals jump. Asterisk, tell them about the birds, asterisk, it suggested. Asterisk, the ones who warn about the invisible ships, asterisk. Jack nodded and continued. Our city pigeons can spot the aliens' cloaked ships by the way they disturb the air. Bats track them by how they affect air currents. Elephants feel their vibrations through the ground. Every animal contributes what they do best, not because we force them, but because this is their home too. The aliens watched their control devices fail again and again. They tried adjusting frequencies, increasing power, even combining different types of control signals. Nothing worked. Earth's creatures remained stubbornly loyal to their human friends. In the forests, wolves guided human patrols around alien ambushes. In the oceans, whales protected ships from underwater attacks. In the skies, birds of all sizes kept watch for alien movement. Even in the cities, rats and mice carried messages through areas too dangerous for humans to enter. As the day ended, Jack sat in his old observation post at the sanctuary. The scared-ear wolf and his pack settled around him, keeping watch. Asterisk, they still don't understand. Asterisk, the old wolf commented. No, Jack agreed. They don't understand that real strength doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. A young wolf pup rolled over playfully. Asterisk, will they ever learn, asterisk? Jack smiled. Maybe. Sometimes the hardest lessons are the most important ones. The aliens had come expecting to find a weak point between humans and Earth's other creatures. Instead, they had discovered humanity's greatest strength, our ability to form true bonds with the world around us. As the sun set, Earth's creatures, from the largest whale to the smallest ant, stood ready to defend their shared home, not because they were forced to, but because they chose to. The time had come to take the fight to the aliens. After weeks of preparation, Earth was ready for its greatest coordinated attack, one that would involve every creature, from the depths of the oceans to the highest skies. Jack stood in the command center, surrounded by screens showing feeds from around the world. A sparrow flew in through an open window, landing on his shoulder. Asterisk, everyone is ready, asterisk, it reported. Asterisk, all creatures, all waiting for the signal, asterisk. The general nodded to Jack. Give the order. Jack closed his eyes and sent out the message that thousands of animals were waiting for. Asterisk, vegan, asterisk. The counterattack started in the oceans. Whales and dolphins surrounded alien underwater bases, using their powerful sonar in perfect harmony. The concentrated sound waves shattered alien shields and cracked their hulls. Schools of fish confused alien sonar, while octopi slipped through gaps to disable their systems from inside. In the skies, the battle was equally intense. Eagles and falcons led the charge, guiding human fighter jets to cloaked alien ships. Hummingbirds, too small for alien sensors to detect, darted into ship vents and disabled crucial systems. Overhead, Massive flocks of geese and cranes created patterns that disrupted alien targeting systems. Asterisk found their commander. Asterisk, a hawk reported excitedly. Asterisk, big ship hiding in clouds. Asterisk. On the ground, the coordination was just as impressive. Wolves and big cats led strike teams through enemy lines, using paths that only animals knew. Prairie dogs collapsed alien tunnels with their precise digging, while bears provided muscle where needed. Even the smallest creatures played their part. Ants invaded alien equipment, chewing through exactly the right wires, while bees and wasps formed defensive screens around human positions. A squirrel darted into the command center, carrying a piece of alien technology. Asterisk, look, asterisk, it chirped proudly. Asterisk took this from their big machine. Now it won't work, asterisk. The scientists examined the part. It was a crucial component of the alien shield generator. Without it, their main ship was vulnerable. In the cities, pigeons and rats coordinated to lead human forces to alien hiding spots. Cats slipped through enemy lines, carrying messages too sensitive to send electronically. Dogs helped search and rescue teams find trapped humans with incredible speed. The alien commander's voice boomed across the sky, showing their growing panic. This is impossible. You are violating all known laws of planetary conquest. A wolf howled in response, and Jack translated for the military leaders. They say there's only one law that matters: the law of protecting your home. The aliens tried to retreat to their ships, but found every escape route blocked. Birds guided human aircraft to their positions. Sea creatures prevented them from escaping by water. Even the air itself seemed to work against them, as thousands of insects confused their sensors and navigation systems. In orbit, their main fleet watched in disbelief as defeat after defeat was reported. Years of careful planning and superior technology were being overcome by the simple power of cooperation between species. At sunset, Jack received messages from animals around the world. The aliens were surrendering. Their mighty invasion force had been defeated not by superior weapons, but by the united will of Earth's creatures. A small mouse sat on the command console, watching the alien ships prepare to leave. Asterisk, did we win? Asterisk, it asked hopefully. Jack smiled. Yes, little friend. We all won together. The old wolf with the scared ear appeared at Jack's side, watching the alien ships retreat into space. Asterisk, they learned. Asterisk, the wolf observed. Asterisk, Earth is not like other worlds. Here all creatures are family. Asterisk. As the alien fleet disappeared into the stars, Earth's creatures celebrated in their own ways. Wolves howled, birds sang, whales breached, and insects danced in the air. They had protected their home not through force or control, but through something much stronger: the power of working together. The aliens had come expecting to find a planet divided between humans and animals. Instead, they found a world united, where every creature, no matter how small, had a part to play in defending their shared home. 1 month after the aliens retreated, the world had changed in ways no one could have imagined. The secret was out. Humans could talk to animals. What started with Jack at a small wildlife sanctuary had spread across the globe as more people remembered this ancient ability. In New York City, traffic flowed smoothly as birds helped direct cars around accidents and construction. In the Amazon rainforest, rangers worked with jaguars to stop illegal logging. On the oceans, whales guided ships away from storms, while fish helped fishermen find sustainable places to cast their nets. At the United Nations, Jack stood before world leaders with the scared-ear wolf by his side. A pigeon sat on his shoulder, and a small mouse peeked out of his pocket. "The aliens gave us an unexpected gift," Jack said. "They reminded us of something we had forgotten, that Earth isn't just our planet. It's a home we share with countless other species, each with their own thoughts, feelings, and wisdom." The wolf stepped forward, and Jack translated its message. "We have always been here, waiting for humans to remember how to listen. Now that you remember, we can build a better world together." Scientists who had once doubted Jack now worked eagerly with animal partners. Birds helped track weather patterns more accurately than any satellite. Ants helped predict earthquakes. Bees provided crucial data about environmental health. Every creature, from the largest to the smallest, contributed to understanding our world better. In space, the alien fleet limped home, carrying an important lesson. Their leader sent one final message to Earth. In 50 worlds, we never found anything like this. You are the first species we've met who treated their world's creatures as partners instead of resources. This is why we failed. This is why you are stronger. But the most profound changes happened in everyday life. In parks, children played while squirrels and birds watched over them like tiny guardians. In hospitals, cats and dogs didn't just provide comfort. They could now tell doctors exactly where patients felt pain. On farms, animals and humans worked together in true partnership. A young girl in a city apartment learned she could ask the spiders to build their webs in corners where they wouldn't bother anyone. An old fisherman discovered that dolphins could tell him stories about parts of the ocean humans had never seen. A blind man found that birds could be his eyes, describing the world in ways he had never imagined. At the wildlife sanctuary where it all began, Jack sat in his observation post one last time. Animals of all kinds gathered around him. Wolves, deer, eagles, mice, even a bear that had wandered down from the mountains. Tell us a story, asked a young wolf pup. About the time humans remembered Jack smiled. It's a story about all of us. About how sometimes it takes seeing your world through someone else's eyes to understand what was there all along. A butterfly landed on his notebook. Will they forget Agin ? No, Jack replied confidently. Some truths, once remembered, can't be forgotten. The old wolf with the scared ear nodded wisely. The aliens wanted to teach us about power. Instead, they learned about friendship . As the sun set on another day of this new world, millions of conversations happened between species that had once been silent to each other. Gardeners chatted with bees about which flowers to plant. City workers asked rats about weak spots in underground pipes. Sailors shared jokes with seagulls. The aliens had come looking for a primitive world to conquer. Instead, they had discovered a fundamental truth. Real strength doesn't come from controlling others, but from working together. As their ships disappeared into deep space, they carried this lesson to the stars. Earth was different because its creatures had learned to talk to each other, to help each other, to be family. And that was a power no weapon could ever defeat.